Hey Kim, it was so nice to hear your guys' flip grids yesterday and see your faces. I miss you all so much. It was really nice to hear about what you're doing. A lot of cool things going on. A lot of people painting their rooms, which is exciting. I always like a little good home renovation. Your daily attendance question comes from conversation I found intriguing. So one person responded to another person who made mac and cheese that their family puts mustard in their mac and cheese when they make it, and I found that really interesting. So I want to know if anyone else has done that, and so do they. So I'm really interested to see what the results are. I did an Instagram poll as well, and so far one person has done that before, and they say it's a really nice compliment to the cheese. So I found that very interesting. Today we are doing more mole conversion practice. So this is material that was covered on the quiz that we took before break. For better or for worse, this is not a topic that is going away. It's kind of going to be carried with us through the end of the year, so I really want to make sure we get a lot of practice with this. So if you go on Classroom, you will see a PDF that you can print out of the maze. Looks something like this, and we can go ahead and walk through the first question together so you kind of know what's going on. So if you look at the first question, it says, what is the mass of 2.75 moles of carbon dioxide? And then we have 4 possible answers that we can choose from. So we're going to find that answer, essentially color in or highlight the correct answer, and that's going to lead us to the next question, which is either going to be, how many moles would a 3.9 gram sample of calcium chloride contain? Or what is the mass of 3.5 moles of sodium hydroxide? Okay, so each question kind of answer leads to another question until finally at the very end we get to that finish block. So it's kind of like a little math maze. So we can go ahead and do that first question together. What is the mass of 2.75 moles of CO2? So the first thing I'm going to want to do is get a calculator and my periodic table. You can use ptable.com. I'm going to use my little desktop periodic table, which might have a little bit different values than what's on ptable.com, but should be pretty close, okay? So to go from moles to mass to get my answer, I have to think about what calculation I'm going to need, what information I need. So to go from moles to mass, you need to use the molar mass of the compound, which in this case is CO2. So I'm going to go ahead and calculate that. So 1 carbon, that's going to be 12.01 according to my periodic table, plus I have 2 oxygens, so that's going to be 2 times 16. And that gives me a value of 44.01 grams. Or grams per mole. So that is the molar mass of CO2. Now with that, to go find grams, I can either multiply the moles by the molar mass, or I'm going to divide the moles by the molar mass. So if I think about canceling units, I know that I'm going to want to multiply that, because I'm going to multiply moles by grams, divide by moles, which will cancel out the moles and give me grams. So I am going to go ahead and take my molar mass, 44.01, and multiply it by 2.75. My calculator pops out the answer, 121.0275, okay? A lot of decimals. What is the closest answer to that on my maze? 120 is close, but 121 is closer. So I'm going to go with that answer. So I'm going to take a colored pencil, a crayon, highlighter, whatever, and color in that answer, as well as that start box, just to kind of connect everything all together, okay? So it should look something like that. Doesn't have to be the neatest coloring as long as I can tell what your answers are. Okay, so that tells us that we are going to be doing the question, how many moles would a 3.9 gram sample of calcium chloride contain? So that's going to be our next question. Okay, so you will continue to do that, so on and so forth, until you reach the finish line. If you are unable to print out the maze, do not worry. What I want you to do is on a separate piece of paper, scrap piece of paper, you're basically going to write out the questions and answers that you follow. So here we did the first question, what is the mass of 2.75 moles of carbon dioxide? And then I wrote my answer, A, 121 grams. And then number 2, how many moles would 3.9 gram sample of calcium chloride contain? And then I would write my answer. Okay, that way I can just follow your path that way. So no fear if you do not have a printer or you're out of paper or ink or something, no stress. Towards the end of class, I will post an exit ticket for you to complete. And that will be related again to the mole conversion maze activity that we just did in class, okay? I will be available on Meets during class. The Meets link is in a new location, so Google Classroom changed a little bit. If you look at the top of the basically homepage of our Google Classroom, under the Google Classroom code, you should see the Google Classroom Meets link, okay? I've deleted the other link so you won't end up in some unknown Meets or anything like that. Just look at the top of the Google Classroom homepage and you will find the new Meets link. All right, good luck and see you soon.